crossovers are divided into two distinct categories of active or passive. In a multiple driver loudspeaker system that has separate drivers for a high frequency, mid frequency, and a low frequency, as in the case here, you see there's a high, a mid, and a low driver in this one loudspeaker system. There has to be a way to split the incoming full range signal into each component's parts that it's optimized for. For example, if this driver up here can only handle, say, 5,000 hertz to 20,000 hertz, you don't want to be sending it, low frequency 20 hertz signals. You want to be sending it that frequency band of 5K up to 20K, right? Because we don't want to damage these drivers by sending them signals that they can't handle. Well, a crossover is what splits the signal into its component parts, like a high and a mid and a low. And a passive crossover will divide the signal using a passive network of resistors, capacitors, and such into its component parts after it's been amplified by, well, an amplifier. So at speaker level is where it does its crossing over into its component parts. In an active crossover setting, we have a line level signal that comes in, and at line level it splits it into a high, a mid, and a low signal. So this is all pre-amplification. And then at the amplifier, your amplifier is only amplifying the split signal. So you need a discrete amplifier for your highs, a different amplifier for your mids, and a different amplifier for your lows when you have an active crossover. Now there are times when you can use a combination of passive and active crossovers. In this case, this is a three-way loudspeaker system that has a passive crossover for the highs and the mids, but it's using an active crossover to split between the high and mid and the low. So it's splitting the signal here between low and high, but then it's further splitting it here between its highs and mids. So this is splitting it here to the high and mid after it's been amplified. So at speaker level, it's splitting the signal here to the individual drivers. Whereas up here, it's amplifying a mid-high signal. And down here, it's amplifying only a low-frequency signal for our low-frequency driver down here. And for more reference about crossovers, both active and passive, check out page 222 in your Yamaha book.